I'm moving this week. And as I walk through the house, you can kind of just see like all the things it's coming apart. It just had me thinking about how much your surroundings really inform your behavior. And I guess the best way I can illustrate this is, I want to say I heard this from Alex Hermosi, but I can't remember exactly. But so fact check me on this. But basically, like during the Vietnam War, 1 in 4 American soldiers did heroin. I think like habitually while they were there. So it wasn't just like a one-time thing. It was like they were, doing it, like I said, doing it habitually. And then once they came home, only 1 in 10 remained addicted to heroin. And as you probably know, heroin is a highly addictive substance. It's crazy to think about how just like coming home from Vietnam, all those people didn't continue doing this drug. So the last couple of times I've moved, I just thought about like the bad habits that I've picked up when I've been in this environment. And then as I'm moving on to the next one, like trying not to take those habits with me. But on the other side, like what are the good habits that I've established while I've been here? And how can I continue those? But the thing about this is like you don't have to completely move to reap the benefits of this. Like wherever you're living, just analyzing the environment you're in and then making changes to it can really help you in a lot of ways. And I actually had an instance of this year while I was living in this house. I'll throw a picture of my room up from like the first half of the first 6 months I lived here. I was living in the same room. It's kind of empty right now. My bed's on the floor. You can see like the basic layout of what I've got going on. But I was living in here, and instead of this bed, I had a loft. It was so high that it was right under the ceiling fan right here. So it was like if I moved my leg up in the middle of the night, like the fan would smack me in the leg. And like under it was a desk. And then I also had this desk like on that wall right there. And I had this set up for like the purpose of, oh, I'm running my business out of my room. Like I need all this space so that I can like, I guess, work on the computer. And then it ended up like half the desk under my bed just became like a storage place for like bullshit. And then this desk, I've never used it. Like it's like, this is a great desk and I like never did anything on it. And I was always sitting in this one corner on this wall under my bunk bed in the fucking dark. It was honestly just like a horrible like place to live. And it was affecting my sleep because on the loft, like when you moved, it wasn't like completely screwed in. So it was like shaky. And like I said, the fan was so close. But anyway, so I painted the picture, right? And so one day I started thinking about like, why is my room like this? What benefit do I have of all this desk space? Like I don't use any of it. Long story short, I basically came to the conclusion I have been putting my dating life on hold for since I graduated college. So the last like at that time, like 2.5 years, because I'm quote like grinding, like working on my business, whatever. But the reason I had a loft in this room was because it made it easier for me in my mind to rationalize like not trying to like pursue girls and stuff because I didn't want to invite them back to my room. I was completely writing off the opportunity to meet girls, and the way I was making myself feel better about it was just, oh, I don't have a place where I want to bring them back to anyway. So like, what's the point of even trying? As soon as I realized this, I remember the night that I realized this, I literally was I was laying in the bunk bed. I'd gotten off of work. It was like 1:30 at night. And I just went straight to Amazon and I bought a bed frame like that night. I was like, I have to do it tonight. I haven't had a serious like official relationship since I was in high school. Very, very, very close to when I did that. My now girlfriend and I started like hitting things off. So all of that to say, I just think it's important for you to analyze your surroundings and think about the objects that you have in your vicinity and just ask yourself, why are they here? Because it's crazy how much your surroundings can actually influence your behavior. Sleeping by a window, like sleeping with a window that has a street light outside will cause you to not sleep as deeply. Things like that. By not sleeping as deeply, like your mind isn't as refreshed in the morning and you're making worse decisions and you don't have as much willpower and it's harder to get up and do things you don't want to do. It's harder just to get out of bed in the first place. And like I'm moving, so it's kind of a big opportunity to think about these things. But even if you're not moving, I encourage you just to like look around your room and look around the places where you live a lot of your life, and just think about, what are the objects in here? Like, what purpose are they serving me? How are they affecting how I act? For me, I'd literally set this big ass fucking bed up as in like in the name of like productivity and all this shit. It was just a cop out. Like, it was just a cop out for me to continue to be stagnant. So that's basically all I have to say. Your surroundings really, really influence your life, and it's important just to ask yourself why things are the way they are. And then once you answer yourself, you can decide whether that's worth keeping around or not. So, all right, next video is probably going to be from the new apartment. So look forward to that, and I'll catch you in the next one.